Wentworth, there's a perception of that seat, your seat, being one of the wealthiest areas, but there are a lot of your constituents I know who are struggling with mortgages too, like many other Australians, and the challenge of cost of living.
Yeah.
You've got the wages number out today, slightly above expectations for the year. But overall, this remains a precarious balancing act right now, doesn't it? For not just for the government, the RBA too.
Yeah, it does. Look, I think it is a tough time, and I think you're absolutely right. It's, you know, people in my community, some of them may have bought bigger houses, but frankly, they've got very big mortgages. I also have 45% of my community are renters, and we know that that's a really big part of the community who is hurting right now. So I think people are on tenterhooks right now on those RBA decisions.
And in terms of the government contribution, do you have a view on that as to whether the spending has hurt or helped the RBA in its efforts?
Look, I feel that, you know, federal and state government spending, you know, I wish had been lower, because I think that would have, you know, helped in terms of the fight on inflation. I recognise, you know, people do need that cost of living relief, so, you know, I don't begrudge them that. But I've been really clear saying, look, I feel that the government could have pulled back on infrastructure spending over the last year and a half to try and reduce that push for things that we didn't need right now, because everything that we do right now adds fuel to the fire. The other side is obviously there's demand, but there's also supply, because if you can improve the productivity of our businesses, it actually is less pressure on inflation. And so again, this is another area where I feel the government should go further in terms of trying to boost productivity in our businesses.
Allegra Spender, thanks as always. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Kieran.